Jessica, first of all, from the bottom of my heart, I want to tell you how bad I feel for you and your family. I can only imagine how it must be where everything is kind of going fine, life is normal, and then all of a sudden, well, you think your parents are sick, but you don't think it's the end, and then it's the end. I mean, that has to take a serious toll.
Yeah, for sure. It's been a roller coaster of emotions, but that's the reality that we're living in right now.
How do you think your parents actually caught COVID-19?
My dad's aunt came in from out of the state and they picked her up at the airport, spent some time with her. She went to Mexico, came back. My dad, they spent a little more time with her. She went back home. She was admitted into the hospital and was intubated almost immediately. Um, so we're, almost sure that's where my parents got it from.
Now, is she still alive, your aunt?
She didn't make it.
Your aunt didn't make it either.
Yeah, passed away, I think, about a couple weeks after my mom.
So were your parents in good health before this? Were they okay?
My dad was not. He had diabetes. He was on dialysis. He had everything, high blood pressure, heart problems and stuff. So he was pretty weak already.
When he went to the hospital, did you talk to him in the hospital at all?
Yeah, I could hear like the agony, in his voice. Like I could hear like that desperation in his voice. And he would call every day and he would ask for my mom every day.
Did you try to see him? Were you able to see him?
I did try to see him. I asked, one of the nurses told me that I could go to the window and she's like, maybe I can get you to come to the window and at least see him through there.
And then your parents, they were in separate hospitals, right? Did they know of each other's status?
No, I kept it from them because, I felt like my dad was very worried about my mom. He kept calling. I have voicemails on my mom's cell phone of my dad. You could hear his voice. He was like, "Call me, please." Like, but
Mm.
my mom couldn't talk. Like, and so I would tell my dad, Dad, mom's fine. Don't worry about it. She's good. She's good. She just can't talk to you right now because they put a bigger mask on her and she
Mm.
can't talk through it. But she's good. Don't worry about mom. She says she loves you. And he would just be like disappointed every time because he wanted
Mm.
to hear her voice.
And then your mom, did you get a chance to visit her in the hospital, or how did you end up seeing her?
My mom had an iPhone, so at the beginning I was able to FaceTime with her every day. I think a few days into her being in there, they called me to tell me that they were probably going to put her on the full mask. They start you off light with oxygen, and then if you really can't breathe, then they start putting you on different types of, oxygen levels and stuff. So they put my mom on that mask that covered her whole face and she couldn't talk anymore. So she would still text us, she would still um, answer her FaceTimes and she would answer her phone calls. And I can only imagine what she was thinking, because we're over here and we feel helpless, not being able to run over there to her, to hold her hand, to pray with her. I personally was driving myself crazy those 3 weeks that they were in the hospital. Like I felt, so helpless not being able to help her.
I know you're still processing this, but looking back at it now, and it's still so recent, is there anything you would have done differently?
Yeah, I wish I would have, really had that talk with them. Like, you guys are not going to go anywhere. Your groceries are going to get delivered. You don't have any need to go anywhere. No one can come in the house. Like, I wish I would have been strict, as to say, with them.
Sure.
Kind of hard to do. They have their own cars. They can drive. They're independent.
Does
But
this make
yeah,
you, I mean, you look back now and you say you wish you had locked them down. Does that make you feel guilty that you didn't do some of these things?
yeah, it does. It makes me feel guilty. It makes me feel like I had, I needed to take it more serious with them.